Hey guys, it's Robin and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with another speed build, and I know what you're thinking. This is the second video being uploaded today, and no, it was not a mistake. I did mean to upload 2 videos today. That's because I wanted to do a seasons build because I had just got seasons pack and I haven't been able to really build with it yet. I played it a little bit off camera and everything, but I haven't actually built anything with it, so I decided to go ahead and build a starter home that is only base game and seasons content. So I did turn off all of the other packs so that I didn't accidentally add in any other packs, so it is strictly base game and seasons items in this house, and I tried to use as many seasons items as I could. However, some of them were pretty expensive, and this is a starter house. But if you guys would like for me to build a larger family home or something that is only base game and seasons, then let me know and I will try to do that as soon as I can. Unfortunately, I do have that larger Sims 3 build that I'm working on that's going to be uploaded in 3 parts, so I don't know when I'll be able to get to it. But yeah, I would like to build a larger house that's only seasons and base game, or just another pack and base game if you guys would prefer. Let me know in the comments what packs you would like to see me build a house with, and you know, that's something I might be able to do because then I'd have less stuff to go through, so it wouldn't take as much time. But yeah, I think the house turned out pretty nice. Originally I was planning on building like a summer inspired home, but I was looking at the wallpapers and stuff, and I know I wanted to use stuff that came with seasons, and unfortunately all the wallpapers and stuff that came with seasons is more winter themed, I noticed, so it turned out to be kind of like a winter cabin type thing instead. But I did try to put some flowers and stuff inside so that it wasn't necessarily season specific. But the main focus of this house was the garden, because you know, they overhauled the gardening skill and everything and added some new features to that, so I really wanted to focus on the gardening aspect of this house. So there is a garden in the front, and then there is this little sunroom right off to the side here that I'm working on, that little white area that is like a little I guess technically like a sunroom, and there are, I think I put 2 or 3 planter pots. I think there might be 3. So I really wanted to focus on the gardening of this house, obviously, and it is called the Hawthorne. I was going to call it the sunny side because that was when I was still going to build it, you know, like you could start the game in summer or spring. However, I decided to change the name because the sunny side didn't really go with the house once I was completed with it. It just didn't feel right, so I did change the name to the Hawthorne instead, because I did use a hawthorn tree in the front yard, and so that's how I came up with the name, because I am very uncreative whenever it comes to naming houses. But yeah, I like the way the house turned out. It's really pretty, and I would definitely use it in my own gameplay. I have played with the seasons a little bit off camera, like I said. I haven't played it too much. I do have this one family, and if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, then you guys probably would have seen, but I started out with a couple and they got married and had a baby, and unfortunately the mom died tragically while she was trying to fix the radio, so that was unfortunate. Now she's a ghost and they're married again, and I'm determined to bring her back to life because it made me really sad. So I had so many plans for them. They were one of my favorite families that I've played with. I usually don't play with families that long, and it was the first sim I've ever played long enough for her to die. So that, it kind of devastated me, but you know, it is what it is. It happens. But I am working on trying to bring her back to life with Ambrosia, so you know, that's in the works. But yeah, anyway, back to the house. It is called the Hawthorne. As I said, it's on the gallery if you guys would like to download it, and it is only base game and seasons content, so that is great. And like I said, there is a garden in the front. Obviously there's no plants or anything in the garden, so you'll have to plant your own plants. Yes, vegetables, flowers, whatever you want to plant. And I did also make a family to go with this house if you guys would like to download them, because I know sometimes whenever I'm just playing my own little town or whatever, I like to add in houses and some families and stuff to fill up the houses. So yeah, if you guys would like to download the family to go with the house, if you don't plan on actually playing in this house, then you can do that too. They're called the Bright Family. They are on my gallery. I will link them in the description as well with this house. But the Sims that I made to go with this house, they're a family of 4, and it is Shanna and Raymond Bright and their 2 daughters, Hayden and Itzel. And I can't exactly remember their traits off the top of my head, but I do know I gave them traits. I really didn't stick to them whenever I was decorating the house, obviously, because it is a base game, not a base game, but a starter home, so I didn't really have much to work with as far as decorating goes, so that's unfortunate. And I did want to use a lot of the season's items, but I couldn't because obviously they're kind of expensive. This is a base game house, so I couldn't really do that, which is unfortunate. But I really wanted to use the beds because they look pretty cool, but I couldn't do it, so I ended up just using some base game beds instead, which they didn't come in with any toddler beds with seasons, which I really wish there would have been toddler beds that came with seasons, because I don't know, I just like for my beds to match whenever I'm having 2 kids share a room, one's a toddler and one's a child. I like for their beds to match, and unfortunately there's like only 2 sets of beds that match, and it's the really weird kids looking bed that doesn't really have very many great colors, unfortunately. But you know, I had to work with what I had, so I ended up just using some base game beds. And yeah, I believe the couch came with seasons, and the sink and the bathroom came with seasons. I'm pretty sure that's all that came with seasons as far as the big furniture items go. And I wanted to use the fireplace that came with seasons, but it was too big for the house, so that was unfortunate. But you know, it is what it is. Eventually your family will generate funds, and you'll be able to decorate it with lots and lots of seasons equipment. So yeah, I did use a few seasons items outside. There was no landscaping objects that I noticed that came with seasons, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I did use some of the gardening stuff and some of the decor stuff outside that came with seasons. Some of the decorations inside came with seasons. I didn't use a rug in the kitchen because it just didn't work. But I did use the scarecrow, and I think I placed the bees and the flower arranging table outside in the garden as well, and then I placed a thermostat, of course. And then I do actually get rid of the fire alarm because, you know, whenever you're playing The Sims, you don't really need it. Not in The Sims 4 because there's no firemen, which is unfortunate, but I did have to get rid of it in order to place some more decorations and stuff because I ran out of money. But yeah, I like the way the house turned out. Screenshots are coming up pretty soon. But yeah, if you guys would like to download the house, it's on my gallery. I'll link it in the description for you guys. I believe all you have to do is just save it to your, well, you just have to log in on the gallery website and then save it to your library, and then you'll be able to install it from your library whenever you go into the game, once you're connected to the internet and everything. So yeah, it's pretty easy, but screenshots are coming up right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment or subscribe if you haven't already, and leave some suggestions for some builds you would like to see me do in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!